Hey everybody, Brimstone here, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I'm bringing you the King of the Hill Episode 3 from Season 14 review. It's going to be a quick, short breakdown of things, some nifty stuff that happens in it. But before we get into the video, hit that like, hit that sub button, share that out there if you do enjoy the content. Leave a comment below about what you thought of the episode, and yeah. So where to start with this? Hank is driving up and says he's going to visit Bobby and is all excited because apparently at some point he talked to Bobby about the propane and setting up the restaurant for propane. Unfortunately, Bobby isn't using propane at the restaurant despite everything he thought. He's using a more traditional method of cooking. Well, as you can tell, this does not go over well with Hank. It is a whole episode of Hank grumbling and rumbling about how Bobby isn't using the almighty propane. They even go to the Bush Museum so he can feel normal, and just tends to go on from there. Bobby realizes he's running out of the charcoal and attempts to get more. And unfortunately, the only supplier he can find is a Japanese guy who is actually African. He's black. And it deals with the whole subculture of cancel culture. And one of my favorite lines in this is like, he was black, but he was raised in Japan, so he's Japanese. And Bobby brings in Chain because Chain's Asian, and they figure they could get some stuff done with that. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't go over. And the guy says, "I'll hit you with cultural appropriation. Oh, and then I'll just say that you're doing it because I'm black." And then Chain instantly goes, "Well, you can't play two race cards." It's a whole thing on cancel culture because you don't like how somebody's doing things. So they go back to the restaurant, unable to achieve the goal. And they all of a sudden get hit with a German crew coming in. By the way, these people don't look German. They probably don't even speak German. They're of German descent and of the German Heritage Club into Alice. And yeah, apparently one of them actually goes, are you related to Cotton Hill? Yeah, that's my grandfather. He killed my grandfather with a machine gun. And then Bobby just goes, "So your grandfather was one of the 50 men?" So you get a little Cotton Hill in this episode, not actual Cotton, the reference to Cotton. The episode goes over and Bobby struggles to find this stuff. And then he finally puts his foot down. He's like, "This is how I'm cooking my food. It doesn't matter if you're German, it's Japanese. It's a German-Japanese fusion restaurant called Robota Chain." And he just does a fantastic job. He comes out with the food cooked and puts it down and is like, "Hey, this is how I'm cooking my food. If you don't like it, tell me how I can improve it." And he puts it down in front of all of them and they all start to eat. And everybody is enjoying it except for Hank, because Hank is upset that Bobby basically lied to him about not using propane and everything like that and having the setup. And he finally tries it. And then he realizes that his son is doing something great. He's actually doing something. It doesn't matter if he lied to him. He's kind of walking his own path now. And he goes to Bobby and he's like, "Hey, even though you're not using propane, this food is really good." And I'm sure those people would have used propane if propane wasn't around in that time when this was being done. He's like, "Sure, Dad, whatever you want." Peggy makes some references about Bobby's crazy eating habits as a kid with a lot of "not now, moms" happening all around. But this is where the season really starts to take off. This episode for me gets an 8 out of 10. It is absolutely phenomenal. Just heart, soul, dealing with that cancel culture crap that's going around, and absolutely phenomenal. This is where the series really begins to flourish on its own and shifting into that new foundational storytelling with the side stories happening in King of the Hill. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching this far. If you did make it this far, please hit that like, hit that sub button, share this out there, and I will catch you all in the next one. You have a great rest of your day.